All right, I'm back. Okay, so then let's talk a little bit about your images. I do feel like they're pretty small. Um, Images are one of the most important components of any design. So you really want to give them their moment of glory and their moment to shine and kind of build your design around them. Now, this one in particular is very small. It almost looks like it's kind of just put in there because it has to be. So you don't want to do that. You want those images, even if it's something you're not really feeling super excited about, give it its moment in the sun, okay? Put it maybe up here, make it like 3 times bigger. I would probably try to crop it so you can't see that kind of brown background and you have nice crisp black all around it. Um, and then just let it live kind of in this space up here. Maybe try to follow a rule of 2/3. So if you have your grid here, you want this to live on the 1/3 line that would run across the top of the page. Okay. And then you could balance it out by moving this a little bit down. So you have two components balancing each other, each living on the 1/3 grid line. Okay, so here's your one line across. You have your cool missionary tag right here. Line across down here, you have your pull quote over here. Something else is you always want to take advantage of super cool effect, which is a full bleed. Never stop any design component this close to the edge of the page. Instead, pull it all the way off the page. It's always going to look cooler. Something else you could do is I actually like the way you have this set up, but you could also pull this color here all the way to the center of the page. So you have a kind of cool bar that runs all the way across. Um, Now this applies up here as well. See how you have this white at the very bottom, pull it all the way across. These lines, pull them all the way across. Let whatever exists on the page continue so your eye doesn't stop because your eye's getting kind of bounced around a lot right now. It has these lines, but they stop. It has these lines, they stop. This line, stop. Another small line, stop, stop, stop. Okay. So you instead want your eye to flow very smoothly. I might even have this green come up and actually touch this brown right here. Okay. So it looks like continuous smooth lines on the page. Now for your image here, I would love to see this a full bleed image perhaps. Okay, so maybe it comes all the way off the edge of the page on some component, on some area on one side of it. Maybe it's 2 or 3 times bigger. So play around with that a little bit. Maybe you switch this image with this one. You have your name tag over here, and this image comes all the way to the center of the page and takes up half the page over here. Okay, so that is what you want to do. I don't think you're going to have difficulty getting your word count in by making those choices, but we really want more white space and more powerful images. Now watch here your letters and how they're overlapping because see how this P is sitting on the E? You want to make sure there's a little bit more space, so you want to increase your leading between these. I like how you have his name tucked in right there. It looks really nice. Might look even better in a contrasting font color, right? Like this or one of those pinky reds that I showed you earlier. Okay, so you're on the right track. Keep on really pushing yourself when it comes to white space, when it comes to contrast, and when it comes to powerful visual images and allowing your eye to flow around the page, and you'll definitely be taking your design to the next level. Finally, I probably wouldn't draw attention to continued on page 4. That's not one of the most important things on the page. I wouldn't bold it. I would just leave it down here tucked, maybe put it in parentheses, and just let your eye kind of barely notice it. Instead, you want to notice your pictures. You want to notice your subheadings. You want to notice the colors. All right. Looking forward to seeing your final draft. Thanks so much for opting in.